Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Jar77 Gaming for another episode of Shadowguns Legends. So one of the ways that Shadowguns Legends keeps you busy is by playing its missions. As you guys see there, the battle map that has the different planets, and you may be wondering, what do they do and how are they going to help me advance further in the game? So I'll be showing you guys exactly what each of these planets does and the missions and how it's going to help you advance further. Okay, so first things first, before you begin any of these missions, you gotta pick the right skills from your skill tree that will benefit you in the missions, as well as weapons. Now, the game does a good job already of making sure that you have the best armor and weapons. But you know, sometimes you get that shotgun or that burst rifle that just may not be the best choice. So make sure you pick the ones that are gonna give you the better survival odds in the missions. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's get started with our first mission, which is going to be and these are going to be the campaign missions. These missions tend to be the ones with the highest XP and fame. What does that mean for you as a new player? That means the higher the XP and the fame, the better it is for you to level up faster in the game. So what I found is with these missions, they tend to be a little bit more difficult and they become more intense as you become higher in level. So make sure that you play smart, guys. Make sure you're familiar with the environment of the missions, the locations of enemies and bosses. It's okay if you lose, especially if you're a new player. It may happen a few times. Even the most veteran player may lose a mission. But what I find is when I personally fail a mission, I go back in with a different strategy and end up beating the mission. So I don't expect you guys to play like me. Every player has a different style, but just pick the one that's going to help you win. Now, there will be times when you won't be able to play a campaign mission. You'll need to reach a certain level in order to unlock it. So you may be asking, well, what am I going to do to further advance in the game if I can't play a campaign mission? The answer lies with our next two missions, so let's start off with the next mission. And these would be the side missions. These tend to have a mid-tier XP and fame. It can range anywhere between 3,700 to 4,000 in XP, depending on the mission given out and the difficulty. Now, these missions tend to have a mid-level difficulty, so like I mentioned before, pick the right skills for the mission. Now, when possible, if there is no campaign missions, these are the missions you want to play in order to advance a little further in the game because of that mid-tier XP and fame in the game. Okay, so now you're thinking, well, Jar, I'm done with the campaign missions, I'm done with the side missions, now what? Well, all these side missions completed and everything done, how do I progress? Don't worry, the answer leads to the most frequent missions. So let's go ahead and take a look at those right now. And these would be the operations missions. These tend to be the most frequent missions that you get. They also tend to be the ones with the lowest amount of XP and fame. So when you play these particular missions, you want to do a blitz run. You don't want to just play one and then go to the next one. You want to just kind of run through them quickly as possible and gain as much fame and XP as you can, since they don't give that much. Now, they tend to be anywhere between 900 to 1,000 XP, depending on the level you're at and the mission difficulty. They're also the ones with the normal level that I find to be the easiest ones out of the mission campaigns for me personally. Now, these are the ones that I do recommend if you're starting out the game and you want to practice your skills on how to shoot, on how to use the right skills. These are the ones I recommend. Now, I'm not saying that you can't practice on the higher missions like the side missions or campaigns, but I found as a new player myself that these tend to make it a little bit easier for me to practice my skills and get familiar with the missions itself. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative as possible. And you might be asking the questions, well, you covered everything, but which ones do I start with? Again, the answer is the ones with the highest amount of XP. And like I mentioned before, if you get stuck and you can't complete those, these are the ones you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing the operations missions to get you the XP that you need. So the more you play, the higher level you're going to get on these missions. So with that said, guys, this is going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so now. Put your post notifications so you guys never miss any of my videos, and go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Jar77Gaming so you're always up to date with my latest videos and whatnot. So with that said, I will catch you guys on the next episode of Shadowguns Legends. Have a good one.